Hello everyone, welcome to Move Well, Live Well. We get a number of people that come in here who are doing calf stretches. And what we're finding with these folks, they're doing calf stretches to fix whatever is ailing their lower extremity, whether it's like their knee or their ankle or their foot, and they're doing calf stretches. But what we're finding with some of these folks is they're doing two things that we see are the biggest mistakes when it comes to calf stretches. So in this video, I'm going to show you two of the biggest mistakes that we see when people are doing their calf stretches. So join me, shall you? One of the biggest mistakes that we see when folks are stretching out their calves is that they're only emphasizing one of two of the major muscles in the calf. I brought out good old Netter here, so that way you have an idea what I'm talking about. This is Netter. This is an Atlas of Human Anatomy by Frank Netter, MD. You see that right there? And I've turned it to the page here of the calf. This is the back side of your leg. This is the posterior side of your leg. And you see, this is the gastrocnemius. It's got two heads. This is the medial head right here, and this is the lateral head. And you can kind of see that this calf muscle, the gastrocnemius calf muscle, crosses both the ankle joint down here, and it crosses the knee joint up here. And if we, underneath that muscle, the next major muscle of the calf is the soleus. You can kind of see now they've cut away the gastrocnemius, the two heads right here. You see the attachment points up here on the knee, and you see how it's crossed the knee joint and the ankle joint. But underneath that is the soleus. That's this. And the soleus, though, does not cross the knee joint. It only crosses the ankle joint. And this is the big mistake that people are making when they're doing their stretch. They're only emphasizing one or the other muscle when they're doing their calf stretch. So whatever it is that they're ailing them, they're missing one of the major muscles of their calf. I'll show you what I mean. So here we are on the floor, and I've raised my pant leg so you can see my sexy legs, or at least sexy leg. And what we're finding with these folks, some folks, when they're stretching their calf, they're only stretching it and emphasizing one or the other big muscles in the back of the calf. I'll show you what I mean. So when they're stretching, they're either doing it with their knee bent, and they're stretching their calf with their knee bent, or they're stretching their calf with their knee straight. Now, as we saw in Netter, the gastrocnemius crosses two joints, the knee and the ankle. So to emphasize the gastrocnemius, when you stretch your calf, it's better to keep your knee extended. So now you can kind of see here, my knee is extended, it's straightened out, pretty much locked out here as I let my heel drop toward the floor on a step. You see my toes are on a step here. I brought the good old step to do this, to demonstrate this. So the ball of my foot is on the step, I'm letting my heel drop, and to emphasize the gastrocnemius, since it crosses two joints, it's better to keep the knee extended to emphasize the gastrocnemius. To emphasize the soleus, all you need to do is bend the knee, since it only crosses the ankle joint. So now with my knee bent, I'm emphasizing the soleus. And you'll find when you do one or the other, you'll find that one is tighter than another. And that is what a lot of folks are ailing with. They're ailing with tightness in the gastroc or the soleus and or both. But when you do these stretches, you want to make sure you're getting both muscles when you stretch. So you want to make sure you're stretching your calf while your knee is extended, as well as stretching your calf as your knee bent. This is the first biggest mistake that we see when people are stretching their calf. They're only doing it in one of those two ways. The second biggest mistake that people do when they're stretching out their calves is that they're failing to stretch it in the varying angles that the ankle can allow. Because the ankle is able to move in all different directions, many different directions, but they're only stretching it in one direction. I'll show you what I mean. So here we are again on the floor, and I've raised my pant leg up so you can see my sexy leg here. And the second biggest mistake we see folks when they're stretching their calf is they're failing to take advantage and realize all the different angles that the ankle can move in. See all these different angles? Plantar flexion, dorsiflexion, inversion, eversion, and all the different varying combinations thereof. So when they stretch their calf, they're only doing it typically in one direction, like this. So they're stretching their calf where their heel is coming down towards the floor. And they're either having their knee bent their knee could be just bent, or their knee is extended, as we kind of already demonstrated. But what they're failing to do, also the biggest mistake, second biggest mistake, they're failing to take it to the different angles. You see this? So they're failing to take it to this angle here, all the varying angles in between, just straight up and down. Going this way, see that? These are all different varying angles for the calf that you can do when you're stretching out your calf. I find I'm tight when I go this way. So when I go this way like that, oh man, I can really feel that in the calf. And again, you want to do these with your knee straight. Right now my knee is straight. And then now I'm going to bend my knee. I'm going to bend my knee and then do them as well with your knee bent. You want to do these stretches in here 30 seconds to a minute. 30 seconds to a minute as you do these stretches. So don't just do your calf stretch where you're just hanging here like this. You want to keep your knee extended and then go through all the different ranges for your calf. Back and forth like this. And then you're going to do it with your knee bent. And again, knee bent, you're going to go through all the different ranges. Like that. See that? So make sure you're getting all the different angles for your calf. That's the second biggest mistake we see when people are doing their calf stretches. They're failing to do all the different ranges. If you have any questions with this video, drop it off in the comments section below. We thank you for watching. We appreciate it. If you're new here, hit subscribe. And when you hit subscribe, make sure you hit that bell notification button, because that'll keep you in the loop with subsequent videos coming here in the near future. That way you can continue to move well, live well. Also, I know you know folks that are doing calf stretches and they may be making these same big mistakes. Share this with them. Sharing is caring. That way they have the knowledge to stretch their calf in all these different ranges and ways, so that way whatever's ailing their lower extremity, it can get better. Sharing is caring. Also, give us a thumbs up, give us a like. It lets us know you care. Thanks for watching. We appreciate it. We'll see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.